Alright, let's see this here. It's back around. Stolen the auto manual. There we go. We're back. Just waiting for people to get back in here. Alright, 3 plus. Hi. There we go. We're back. We're rolling. Gotta love it. So, I put it in the title. Thanks, Brandon. Well, I could take and turn this truck into a rat rod. I could. Just rebuild the engine. Get a stick shift transmission, completely change the body and the suspension and lower, put it on a cantilever airbag system so that you can lower the frame right to the ground. Yep. Brandon's got America all the way up to the shoulder. He's shoulder deep. And he's trying to grab at things on the inside. There we go. 7 people in here. Yay. Let's get a conversation going, shall we? What news is going on today? What's in the news? Are they still selling the lie? I still want to know. I didn't get to see any answers. Are they still trying to sell the lie that the current president didn't know anything about the raid on President Trump's Mar-a-Lago? Are they still trying to sell that lie? Because guess what? It is a known fact. It is actually in the laws that he had to sign off on it in the first place, beforehand. Hey, Sherry. Welcome to the last drive this truck's going to take for a while. I got no choice but to park it. They're still trying to sell that lie, huh? Right. A redacted copy of the affidavit. So here's the thing. How do you know what was redacted? You don't. So there's going to be a whole lot of stuff blacked out on purpose. Might not have even needed to be blacked out. God damn it. Awful lot of trucks breaking down up this hill today. Awful lot of trucks breaking down up this hill today. Exactly. There's going to be so much black, you won't be able to tell anything about it. And you won't be able to see. I guarantee you, if they didn't do things exactly right, if they turned around and got absolutely nothing they were looking for, you won't be able to know that because it's all going to be redacted. Wow, now we're only doing 40 mile an hour. I'm bobtailed. See? There we go. I think I still got some nuts. These are mixed. Less than 80% peanut. That's right. Oh, look. There's that same Port of Seattle. That's the same Port of Seattle police officer that I have seen about 5 or 6 times today. If anybody goes back on the old video, on the video from earlier today, you can go back and watch through the whole thing. That same police officer, we've seen him 5 or 6 times today. And it says Port of Seattle Police on it. See, here's the problem I have with this can of nuts. It says on it, what is it? Less than 80% peanuts. It's mixed nuts, but it's less than 80% peanuts. Now, guess what? I've eaten most of the can, and it's been all peanuts. I haven't had any other nuts in there at all. Yep, I'm still on. Matter of fact, I'm down to the last little bit of this can. And I can see the bottom, shaking it around. And I'm not seeing anything but peanuts. It'll be nice, maybe a cashew or a almond or walnut or maybe a hazelnut or Brazil nut, something. But no, it's all peanuts. Must have been packaged by somebody in Seattle, I guess. I don't know. Well, I wanted to go to the veterans event over there in Branson for Mona, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm taking a local job. I'm not going to get outside the West Coast. Wish I could. There you go. I have something pretty to look at. I'm not even going to get to go to the Reawaken America tour that's going to be up in It's going to be up here on the Washington-Idaho border, kind of between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I'm thinking they're probably going to have it actually in Post Falls, Idaho, but I won't even be able to go to that now. And I'd already planned on it. I'd already bought tickets for it. I even had already signed up for the media pass. Turn you guys back this way a little bit. There you go. Yep, all peanuts. There ain't much left, and it's still all peanuts. This must have been a liberal can of peanuts. Actually, it's supposed to be it's supposed to be mixed nuts, but it's supposed to be peanuts, cashews, and blondies. I think blondies. Or is that almond? I don't know. Almonds. Yeah. Using almonds. Single cashew and not a single almond in this can. And 80% peanuts. Right behind you, you had to come flying around me to just sit right on my nose. Goodbye. There. Maybe that'll keep you away from me. Right lane closed ahead. And of course, people ain't listening. So I forced my way over. It's interesting it said right lane closed. When does right lane close? fine. Mr. Palmer up there decided he wanted to get back in the middle finally and slow everybody down. All right. I know his trailer says Wilson, but that's Jim Palmer. Wilson is Jim Palmer. And that truck's actually being operated by Ashley Furniture. Huh. That red Dodge don't want me passing him. They keep speeding up more and more every time I get out there. That's good though. That red paint will catch a ticket quicker than I will. Just saying. All right, I remember Jim Palmer trucks. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jim Palmer trucks. Oof. You know, they were all governed at like 60 miles an hour for a while. As a matter of fact, here a few years back, they were still all governed at 55. Couldn't trust a Jim Palmer truck to maintain the speed limit. Couldn't trust them to keep from getting in an accident, so they had all their trucks governed at 55 for a while. Then they governed them at 60, and I don't know what they're at now. Hints at what, yo? Hey, Joy. Yeah, I'm. As long as we've got the current political regime in office, I cannot afford to run as an owner operator. And I sure cannot afford going all the way back down company driver because they don't pay enough and they'll leave you sitting, which makes you get paid. Make sure you get paid even less. So a local position's really the only thing that's going to pay enough. Local position's the only thing that's going to pay enough. And that's right, Joy. My heart is 100% in the road. It really is. But until we get our economy back where it should be, I can't. I just I can't. I cannot afford to keep running. All right. Wonder how well my signal's gonna hold once I start going through the mountains over there in Ellensburg, between Ellensburg and Yakima. chicken coop is still out of service. Thank God. Round and round we go. There we go. It's Cleellum. We're in the Cleellum area on I-90. Headed east. Because we're going to southeastern Washington State to park the truck, buy a vehicle, see if I can even buy a vehicle. I don't know. Gotta buy a vehicle, try to, and then head back home before Monday morning, because I've got an interview Monday morning for this job that is a local driving position. And yes, just so everybody knows, I am going to absolutely hate every minute of it. I already know that. There's a reason I got away from doing dedicated stuff many years ago. Wonder how much money that Loomis truck's got in it. Rat rig, yep. I'm thinking about it. You know, if I end up actually making the kind of money that they're talking about over at the place that I'm looking at going to, you know, the local position. If the kind of money they're talking about, yeah, I could totally turn this truck into a rat rig. I might just sit there and be happy to the end of my days. Who knows? I mean, it's got a 401k. It's got full paid benefits, uh, quarterly bonuses, and all the overtime I could want. We'll see. So, yep, rat rig. She already kind of is a rat rig. I mean, I got a blue hood from a different truck, green body, and a black box on the frame right behind the cab. She is already kind of rat rodish looking. Um, Not sure. I know. I think he said they were all Peterbilts. I don't know. I don't remember. Uh, there's because they're running flatbeds, they're running dry vans, they're running end dumps, and they're running roll offs. Uh, I'll probably get stuck on roll offs for a while. Eat that, dumbass. Oh, ow. That's what they call repairing the road. Okie dokie. And see, I've never done roll offs before. I've also never done end dumps before. Well, not like they do them today. Uh, I've done end dumps in the past out on the farm growing up, because you harvest the crops and then you take it to take the seed to where it's going, get weighed, then you drive over the top of the grate. Front end of the trailer lifts up and everything pours out the back on the end. But that's a completely different kind of setup from a farm truck to what they're using. So I'll figure it out real quick. Why in the world is that truck trying to come over? Way too early, dude. Damn. Yep. Wonder if I can get performance parts for a 05 2005 Volvo D12 engine. Wonder if I can get performance parts for it. I'll have to get a new transmission or a better transmission. I'll have to get different rear ends. Put new meaning to the term lead sled, right? Come on, hold on to the signal just long enough. There we go. Yeah, we'll put new meaning to the term lead sled. Everybody knows a semi truck is a giant lead brick on skates. So, so basically, what I'll do is I'm thinking about how to design this now. I'm really thinking about how to design it because I want an open engine. I want to run open engine, but I think there's this little rule where you kind of have to have something covering the engine compartments in such a way that if you ended up with like blowing an oil leak or something, you didn't get it all over your windshield. Which that never works anyway, because I've blown oil leaks in all kinds of vehicles with a hood, and I end up with oil all over my windshield. So the hood don't make no difference. So I think it was Local Lives was talking about the little treats out here at the fruit stands, the little fruit treats. They're right here at this fruit stand on the left. They got just about everything you can think of in there. It's 3 stories. The first story is the fruit stand. The second 2 stories are an antique mall. All right. Now we're coming into Ellensburg. Wonder if I can. Wonder if the cell signal will hold. I know it won't. I know it won't. There's like a good 40-mile section there where I won't have a signal. Too bad. Goes around the backside of Hanford Nuclear Reservation. Great. Maybe that state pooper trooper is on his way this way. That was a state trooper sitting on the side of the road. Am I still live? I mean, the comments just aren't moving. I think I'm still live. I don't know. It says 14 people in there, but we'll see. Somebody tell me. I know Mr. Mobile will tell me, or Mr. Moving On will. I'm guessing I'm not live. So I'm not hearing anybody. Yep, another person just dropped out. You go see, just be doing their thing. Oh, now that I went all the way out to YouTube that way, now it's saying, now a whole ton of comments just flew by. I guess my comments got stuck. There we go. Set it at 67 and be good. All right. Yeah, I'm really hoping these things work out here. You know what I'm doing. I'm really hoping everything works out. I'm hoping I get this first job that I'm gonna do the interview on Monday for. So I can't see finding any better at least not in that area. All right. Little bouncing. Yeah. That's because we don't have a trailer. So the back end is literally gliding on air. Every little bump that the drive tires hit, bounces the truck. You should remember that. I guess it's a little more prominent with a stretched frame than it would be on a conventional, on a regular bobtail. Oh, it wants me to go that way. Okay, okay. Let me see if I can do this really quickly. Go back to settings, navigation, put it to. Oh, it won't. It doesn't give me a shortest route anymore. Be clear of the 2 left lanes. Okay. Well, we'll see how well it works. See how well my signal holds. Wow. Come on, give me some water up in that. There we go. See if I can get. See if that helps out any. Besides smearing one of the bugs. There. At least the bug isn't straight in the middle of the screen. Slow it down some now that I don't have all the trucks trying to race me. All right. So, yes, silly, we are bobtailing. I turned the trailer into the owners, and now I'm headed off to my dad's place to park the truck on the in the back pasture and walk away from her for a while. She's too expensive to run in this economy. I'm gonna be taking a local job, silly. I'll be driving trucks still, but I'll be taking a local. I won't be an owner-operator for a while. I know at least 300 that have already parked their trucks. I know of at least 300 other owner-operators that have already parked their trucks. And yeah. I know a lot more that are getting ready to. They're thinking about it. And now we're coming up toward Kittitas. Oh no, Porter Cam. I'm still going to be live streaming. I'll still be driving a truck. I'm just going to be driving somebody else's truck as a company driver in a local position. So it's just the last ride for this truck as an owner-operator. I just can't do it anymore. Not with the freight rates at the rock bottom prices that they're at, and the fuel rates as high as they are. I just can't do it. Yep. Well, you won't really see that much different after a while with what I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be stuck running around, I'll be stuck running around northwestern Oregon and western Washington. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Hopefully it's not for too long. What's a D license? What country do you live in, Porter? Supply chain issues? There's already supply chain issues. There's been supply chain issues going on for months. It's only going to get worse. I mean, look at it. Last week, FedEx and Amazon both came out with a public statement claiming that they are going to be parking anywhere from 50 to 75% of their trucks. And FedEx has already started parking some of them. Those are two very big companies. I'm just a little owner-operator solo. And guess what? I lasted at least a week longer than they did. I should have been knocked out months ago if they're as big as they are, if they're already having to park trucks now. I can't see how I'm still in business. Even today, I could go book a load right now and go if I had a trailer, but I don't have a trailer now. Canada, and it would let you drive a bus. Okay. See, over here, driving a semi-truck is a Class A CDL. Driving a bus would be a Class B CDL. Yeah. They're most of the dry van freight right now is running around, 60 cents to $1, $1.20-ish. And with insurance and everything else as high as it is now, you know, $1.30 a mile is exactly what I burn in fuel. It doesn't cover all my other costs. Love this old train bridge. It's not actually a train bridge anymore. It's now a walking trail. Yep. No, I've never in my I've been doing this about 25 years, and I've never seen the rates this low. Never. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna quit live streaming. I'm just changing what I'm doing, going back to being a company driver, but I'm doing it on a local position that pays really well. Uh, I just can't afford to keep running my own truck. Not right now. Not in this economy. Not under Bidenomics. I gotta get a piece of gum here. There we go. My ears starting to plug up because it's altitude changes. All right. Thank you. No, I don't think so. I don't think it's. I don't think you can see right down through. Like I know when I was young, you could when it was still a train track, but now it's a walking track. I think it's probably just a paved sidewalk up there now. Oh, Mr. Sheriff, again. I guess he was really trying to figure out if he could catch me, I guess. I don't know. It's the second time he's passed me. This time he's passed me by going through the rest area there. Yep. You're officially a wolf pup. Yeah. So, off to the left, windmills, petrified forest under the ground all over there. We actually have a petrified forest museum up over here. When you get to the bottom of the hill, there's before you cross the river, there's a town. You exit, you turn left, go through the town, come back up into the mountain here a little bit. It's all petrified forest. There's a museum up there and everything. At least there used to be. I don't know if there still is. Matter of fact, we used to get in trouble back in the day because these little cliffs here on the right hand side, uh, we'd stop. There's spots here where you can still find some petrified wood sticking out of the cliffside, and we'd be digging it out. Used to get in trouble for doing that. Alright. Fun, fun, fun. This song. I'll never understand how they got permits to even put windmills up on top of the petrified forest there. It's supposed to be protected. Ah, almost like when you're in the movies, huh? Um, Yakima Indian Reservation. Yakima Indian Reservation, which is almost straight south of us right now. If I'd have taken the regular route that I normally take, we would have gone right through the Yakima Indian Reservation area, right through Yakima itself. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is a road way, way off in the distance climbing the next set of hills. We're going up that after we get down this. Something's pulled over on the side up there. Huh. Lost a wheel on their boat trailer. Ah, well. Hello, Texas. We're taking the last trip this truck's going to take for a while. When we get where we're going, we're parking her in the back pasture, and we're going to leave her there for a while because we are moving on. We can't run as an owner-operator anymore. It's too expensive, thanks to Brandon. And taking a local driving job, a local truck job. Maybe when the economy comes back, after we get this current regime out of office, all of the offices, maybe I'll be able to go back to being an owner operator. But for now, I'm 25 years owner operator. Done. Done. I can't continue. It's costing me more money to run than what they're paying. So I have no choice.
In 1 3/4 miles, take exit 137 on the right to Washington 26th East.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only trucker that's parking my truck right now. I'm not. You've got big companies that are parking theirs too. FedEx is parking their trucks. Amazon is parking their trucks. Last week, they both came out with statements that they're going to be parking anywhere from 50 to 75% of their trucks because they cannot afford to keep them in operation. I know at least 300 little over 300 other owner operators that are independent like myself that have already parked their trucks over the last couple months. And I know so many more that are they're thinking about doing it now. We got no choice. We've been choked out.
Take exit 137 on the right to Washington 26th East.
Oh, goody. This direction is under construction. They're redoing the road.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep right to Washington 243.
Now, this is the way that I was thinking about taking you guys. I know there's probably a 40-mile stretch up ahead that I will not have a signal. It goes around the backside of the nuclear reservation, Hanford. It goes around the backside of Hanford Nuclear Reservation.
Keep right to Washington 243.
So we'll see if I can hold a signal all the way through or not. I doubt it.
Continue on the current road.
Yeah. Well, I know we have a few different Indian reservations here in Washington State. It's just the only one I know of, at least in this particular area, would be Yakima. I hope so. I really hope so, Carl. It's another reason I'm still really upset about my original live stream channel being and getting locked out of it completely, because I had literally monetized on it. And after all these months since then, it's been a couple months since then, I guarantee I probably would have had enough income coming in off of that would have supplemented enough that I could have stayed running as an owner operator. But it's too bad. Some jerk had to steal it, change the password and the emails and phone numbers and everything attached to it. Just set my cruise control right there. Now there is an Indian reservation up ahead. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like, it's so tiny it's almost non-existent. If the live stream goes down, just keep checking back every 5 to 10 minutes or so, because I will eventually get it back up again. It's just a matter of how many miles is it going to be down. And the biggest reason it'll go down is because there's no cell towers anywhere around the backside of Hanford Nuclear Reservation. Nope. There we go. Curvy, curvy, curvy. Beverly. This little town that's mostly off to the left is named Beverly. Yep. So we're going to be driving. We're going to be driving right along the Columbia River here for a good 30-40 minutes. We got 70 that nobody in the country is standing up screaming treason. Because our current president literally committed treason by signing the order, approving the order for the FBI to go in and raid Mar-a-Lago. That's attacking a political. That's attack. That is a sitting president attacking a political opponent. That's exactly what that is, and that's treason.